Hello. I wanted to talk to you today about something that's become a bit of a problem in today's society, something that's become all too common, something that many of us have dealt with that we'd have preferred not to. I'm talking about dick pics. That's right, not just dick pics, but specifically dick pic etiquette or lack thereof. At one time or another, many women and many dudes have received an unwanted boner pic in their DMs. This is unacceptable. Now, we may not see an end to unwanted dick pics in our lifetime, but I'm taking it upon myself to become Miss Manners for Degenerates and give you folks some pointers for making sure that your boner pics are well received and appreciated, and that they find themselves in the sticky hands of somebody who actually wants them instead of you just foisting your junk on somebody because you think, oh, hey, this day sucks. Do you know what's going to make it 1,000% better? Dick pic. Okay, so we're going to go over a few pointers here. I call them the 3 P's of penis pics. These 3 P's are politeness, perspective, and presentation/personality. Let's go over a few of those tips right now. Let's talk about the first P, politeness. Perhaps the most important P of all when you're talking about peen pics. Politeness means making sure the person actually wants to see that picture. Maybe it's somebody that you've never met before and you're like, hey, he or she looks pretty cool. I'd really like to get to know them. Well, in polite society, you typically extend a hand in friendship to say, hello, it's very nice to meet you. You don't extend your penis to them. So think of it as the same concept when you're online. When you're trying to slide up in somebody's DMs, be a little nicer. Say, hello, how are you today? I noticed your profile seems really cool. You know, we have such and such in common. Let's chat. You don't just hit them right out of the gate with a dick pic. Don't do this. This is bad. Perhaps if the conversation escalates, you may say, hello, may I interest you in a dick pic? And that person might be inclined to say, well, it's kind of a bad time right now, but thank you for asking. I might like to see it at some later date. I hope you have a good evening. Maybe it might not go down like that. Maybe they'll get a little offended, and rightly so. A dick pic is a very personal thing. I know we fling our dick pics around like nobody's business, like you're just, handing out business cards. This is a problem. The first step is overcoming that mindset that you have to send a dick pic. Maybe you don't. Maybe you just need to be polite. While you certainly want to be polite with strangers, it's also important to be polite with your friends. Maybe you've thought about sending a dick pic to a friend. You're not quite sure how that dick pic will be received. My advice to you is, don't send it. Do not send a dick pic. Perhaps instead you say, hello, I've been having certain thoughts and I would really like it if you and I went out for ice cream or coffee, instead of sending them a dick pic. Perhaps they might take that consideration a little more seriously than you sending them a dick shot in their inbox and wondering, what is this? Is my friend going to roofie me? What the hell is going on? You can ruin a really good friendship that way by being 100% disrespectful and sending an unwanted DM. Instead, err on the side of caution. Err on the side of being polite. Say, perhaps maybe we go out for coffee or ice cream instead of sending them something that says, hey, I got something here you might want to lick. That's rude, that's nasty, and nobody wants that in their life. Get out of here with that trash. So you finally found somebody who's ready and willing to receive that dick pic that you're so eager to send. Great! That brings us to our second P, perspective. Now this is where some of those lessons from geometry might actually come into play here in the real world, right? Before you send that dick pic, it's important to make sure that your boner is camera ready for its close-up, Mr. DeMille. And maybe you have succumbed to the fallacy that people think bigger is better. And that's not always the case with many women and many men. However, if you're feeling a little insecure about your junk, say maybe yours looks a little something like this little carrot here, which is kind of cute, right? But you're thinking, oh, gee, nobody wants to see my boner unless it looks like this. Well, that's that's not necessarily the case. Not everybody feels that bigger is better, but if you're feeling a little insecure, no problem. That said, here's a quick tip on how to make your pictures pack a little more package. Forgive the crappy lighting and shitty angle of the phone here, but this is how many people do choose to send their photographs. Now, say you're sitting here and you've got your camera out like this. It just looks like a little stinky pinky, doesn't it? Okay, however, if you go from underneath here, suddenly there's a whole lot more sausage in that smokehouse. So always remember perspective and shoot your package from underneath. That brings us to our third and final P, personality or presentation. I prefer to think of it as personality. Now, keep in mind, even though you might have this and not this is no substitute for an actual personality. Anybody, any idiot can send a DM. Wow. What makes yours a little special, a little unique? I don't know, think about it this way. When you go to a 5-star restaurant or even a decent restaurant, there's always a little something extra, a little garnish on the plate, a little flavor that says, hey, this place is different from McD's up the block. Now, if you want your McD to be received really well, there's a couple fun ways that you can incorporate your own personality in it. So, if somebody is willing to receive that dick pic, maybe what you do is, I don't know, take that whole bishop in a turtleneck thing literally. Dress them up, you know? Give them a little show. Stuff them into some Barbie clothes. Maybe if you really want to show some more perspective, stand them up next to a G.I. Joe action figure or a He-Man figure too. That could work. You know, it's a little fun, it's a little different, it's a little goofy, it's a little quirky. Who cares? Not everybody wants their DMs to be so serious. Sometimes you want to laugh a little. Many times if you're sending an unwanted DM, we do laugh at you with our friends. Haha. Anyway, another thing that you could do is maybe you're a little shy about sending the whole full Monty. What you can do is dress up in some snazzy lime green zebra print underwear, you know? And you don't have to show the whole thing. Maybe what you do is slide them to the side, you know, a little bubble gum peek out of the wrapper. It's got personality. So those are just a few quick tips on trying to inject some of your own personality into that DM that you send. So there you have my 3 P's of penis pics: politeness, perspective, personality. Hopefully you've learned a little something, or at least came away with a little bit of a laugh. In closing, my final thought is, if you are going to send a DM, please do it responsibly. Not everybody is receptive to receiving them, and those that do, make sure that your intentions are fully known. Maybe you like this person a little bit more, or maybe you're just looking for a casual fling or somebody to show your junk to. Maybe you're lonely and bored on a Friday night and there's nothing to do, so you decide to send a DM to some random chick or dude. That's fine, but make sure they don't read it the wrong way either. Everything lives forever on the internet, so be judicious with what you do and how you conduct yourself. And the internet is just an extension of the real world. So maybe we make the internet a little nicer, maybe we make our whole world a little nicer. I don't know, but anyway, be safe out there, have fun, and hope to see you again soon. Bye. And in case you're wondering, yes, I did eat that stunt carrot after filming this. I'll probably cook up that zucchini later for dinner tonight. No food goes to waste. Always eat your vegetables. Bye. Have a good one.